Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to Lastman episodes 8 through 10. Pardon me. So yeah, 3 episodes this week. Um, yeah. Uh, I do want to say sorry for this being a day late. As I mentioned in that update video yesterday, I wasn't feeling like all right and whatnot. Again, I wasn't sick and I'm fine now. It's just I was feeling just really off, you could say. Um, but we're getting back into the swing of things. Pardon me. Uh, one thing to note before we get into this, though. I was also supposed to be reacting to an anime thing today called Agu Genius Dolls. Um, the episode was the subtitled episode isn't out yet for some reason. At least not on Kiss Anime, which is what I get all my stuff from. So I'll get to that when I can, basically. Um, Hopefully it'll be sooner than later, but no guarantees, no promises. Yeah, we will just have to see. Um, but so today we are back with 3 more episodes of Lastman. And things are definitely getting interesting. We have Rizal? Is that his name? Whatever his name was, Rizal or something like that. The creepy sidekick dude. He's back. And we also have it to where there's apparently a lot going on with Dave. Dave had this like big secret and everything. He knew about all of this going on. And he had this safe in his little secret room that had quite the hell of a security system on it. And they managed to get out of the place blowing up, but just barely. And we had some other stuff occur too, nothing like super memorable. I mean, we had this boxing match kind of thing go on, with this dude who Richard had fucked his mother in the past. That's like, okay. We also saw how Richard and Dave first met and all, going back to that entire thing. But yeah. I don't know what's to come in these episodes. All I know is, like last time, you guys seem to be pretty hyped about what's coming up. And I'm pretty excited to see as well. I don't remember how many episodes this series is. But it's kind of flying by. Like, seriously, this is episodes 8 through 10 already. It feels like I just started this series. But I'm having fun either way. So we are going to get to this in just a second here, but I do want to mention something real quick first. As a reminder, I've been reminding about this continuously. This coming weekend, I'm going to a convention. I will be gone Saturday and Sunday, pretty much all of both days. As such, I won't be able to get to reactions this weekend, which will include My Hero Academia, as well as Cells at Work on Sunday. And I think something else is starting this weekend, too. Let me just check real quick. Yes, High Score Girl starts this weekend. Another anime that I'm trying out for the season. So yeah, and Ancient Magus' Bride, once again, we finished that. Yona of the Dawn is set to start on Friday. I don't know what time that's going to get up, because I do have to pack and get ready on Friday, afternoon to evening and all, because I think we're leaving pretty early in the morning on Saturday, so I want to be able to get everything packed, and I want to be able to go to sleep early so I can, wake up early. So yeah, that Yona of the Dawn I should be able to get to. If I think I'm going to have any trouble, I'm going to try to record it on Thursday, if at all possible. But yeah, so that's all the plan for now. I just wanted to remind you all that is happening this weekend. And as another reminder regarding all of that, I will be attempting to get enough video footage to do a cosplay music video for the convention. which I would upload to this channel probably either Sunday night or sometime on Monday. It just depends on how quickly I'm able to get to it and all. And how tired I am when I get back from the convention on Sunday evening. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, we're just going to get into this now. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episodes. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you at the reaction. Welcome back. We'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Those were some creepy and fucking weird episodes. I can see why you all were excited for me to get to them. Yeah. What the fuck is this series? What did you guys get me into here? Don't get me wrong, I'm loving it. It's fantastic. But it's like, what even? We got all this supernatural monster shit. We got the creepiest fucking shit possible. Magic that's, I guess, not really magic. But let's go over these. So, the first episode was all about art and stuff. This artist guy, Andy Warhol-like guy, who we had seen last episode or two. Apparently he's one of these monsters. I guess they're called kinglets. And he's this giant, like, multi-headed centipede or thing. I guess it's kind of like a centipede. And the only way to actually kill him is to take out the heart. And that seems to be a common thread with all of these kinglets, that the heart is the weak point, which makes sense. So Richard is, like, at first trapped under this thing's power, which seems to be mind control. And he, Siri, and Howard have to basically fight their way out of it and avoid being mind controlled and snap each other out of it and all in order to kill it. And they do. They do. Oh. And the second episode was the yellow brain one. And so apparently there's like this kind of the next kinglet. I guess we're having like these monster of the week kind of things. The next one is like this giant yellow amphibian-like lady, who I guess if you like lick her or whatnot, it like releases this psychoactive drug or something. And she can apparently become a normal human, go into normal human form, of course, because she delivered, I guess, her ooze or something to those police chiefs who all shot each other except the last one who just jumped out of a window in some kind of weird drug trip. But it, like, literally makes their brains go yellow and stuff, and they just basically go completely insane. And the ones who are down there in the sewers with her are just, like, so far gone that they're basically zombified, and it's so freaking creepy. And then finally, the final episode there. The final episode was a little more tame, I guess you could say. So Richard is going to investigate this, I think it was pediatrician. And Siri ends up following him, unbeknownst to both him and Howard. And he and Siri end up getting trapped in this, like, dream world that occurs after the pediatrician, who's this giant spider monster, after he traps them in cocoons. Siri's dream is, at first, she's imagining herself with her father, having fun, eating ribs, catching fish and stuff, and it's cute, but it's like, you know it's wrong, of course, especially as a viewer watching at this point. It's like, you know he's dead. Dave is very dead. But at this point, seeing it, it's still kind of cute, and it's like, you imagine, like, was that what their relationship would have been like? You have to wonder. Her dreams get interrupted by this honey badger, who we saw by the cup before, the cup that the artist had, that's supposed to be able to help Siri. We saw that this cup, or the honey badger, I guess is helping them in some way. Like, it was warning them, don't go after the cup, but I think only Siri can see it, though. In the dream, though, it was tearing away, like, the false realities that this spider guy was showing Siri, allowing her to start escaping, and in the end also help Richard escape. Richard's dream, meanwhile, was basically being rich, famous, and covered in women. Yeah. It's a very stereotypical kind of dream that a character, I guess you could say, like Richard would have. And completely, like, the complete wrong kind of dream for someone like me. Yeah, just not my kind of thing. I don't want power, I don't want fame, I don't want riches, I don't want sex. Basically what it was going for there. So, yeah, not really my kind of thing. But a lot of people are in the camp for that kind of thing, so. And so basically the episode's just them trying to escape, and in the end, Richard's almost escaping, but Howard has to help him deal the final blow, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, the other big thing we do mention here is that the cops are now aware that Richard is the one who killed Eric Rose. As I looked up and everything during the reaction and all, I remembered that Eric Rose was the serial killer, the one who we originally thought was the Heart Snatcher, who we now know the Heart Snatcher is Howard. But he's doing it because he needs the Kinglet's hearts. So yeah, kind of creepy still. So the police know that Richard killed Eric Rose. Now, even though Eric Rose was a serial killer, they're cops, and they're not going to see it that way. They're still going to see it like, oh, he was murdered by this guy, by Richard. So they're going to be after Richard now, which is probably going to cause some issues. We also saw a bit of Chubby, or whatever his name is. He was the real MVP here. Like, seriously, the ways that he was working to get Richard to be allowed into the tournament. Like, first there's the receptionist woman. It's like, she's just telling, like, no, I can't help you. I'm tired. I just want to get out of here. And he sees the picture on her desk, and he puts two and two together that her child's teething and stuff. And he's like, oh, have you heard of this crouton method? And he's like helping her, and it's like she has this just bewildered look on her face, and she lets him go. Them, because Siri's with him too. She lets them go to the boss, the one in charge of the tournament, and Chubby gets through to him by talking about his dog, his Schmoopy. That's fantastic. And the boss sends them to the mafia, because apparently the mafia head, the Don, he's the one who is, like, controlling everything to do with this, which I think we already knew. I think that was kind of mentioned. Either way. And so it's like, it's seeming very hard, and Chubby tries to do his work again. It's like, oh, is this your wife and is this your children and dogs on this picture on the desk? And the other guy, one of the bodyguards, is like, no, that's his best friend's children and dogs. His best friend used to ask for favors, but one day he asked for one too many. So he sicked the dogs on the kids, and it's like, that is fucking disturbing. I don't want to hear that. And Chubby's face, like, Chubby was just completely, like, terrified and everything. But eventually we find out that apparently Chubby talked to the Don about things and made him realize that his actions towards his friend were wrong and too excessive and everything. And he brought the Don of the Mafia and his bodyguards to literal tears. Chubby's the real MVP here. Seriously, no joke. He's actually really, really cool. I like that. And he's been a fun, cool character before this too. Like, I've never had any issue with him. I've always kind of felt he's like the guy who's always looked down on and everything, but he did a good job here. You have to give him some mad props for this. To make the freaking Don of the Mafia and his bodyguards cry. Holy shit. But yeah, so we're starting to learn more about things that are going on. Rizal is still out there, or Rizal, or however, whatever it is. He's still out there at the moment, so I'm surprised he wasn't really in either of these 3 episodes. I think he's probably going to be one of the main villains, though. One of the final villains. So they're really building up to him. Now, another thing to note. All of these kinglets seem to have their true forms. Their monster forms. We haven't seen Rizal's. We've seen him use his powers, but we haven't seen him in his true form. We've seen the others. We saw Eric Rose in his true Dead Space-like form. We saw in these 3 episodes 3 more of these kinglets in their monster forms. And it's just like, I'm really curious to know what Rizal's is like. I really want to know. And I'm sure we will. And heck, maybe he might not even have one for all we know, for some reason. Also, speaking of him, Howard had his eye. Like, did he have one eye before? And, like, I don't remember. He might have. He might have only had one eye, and, like, the other eye was, like, closed or something. I don't fully remember, but that was probably it. This series is great, though. Like, I'm legitimately loving this series, and it's like, I almost put this off today, you know? Like, I mean, I had to put it off yesterday because, as I mentioned before, I wasn't feeling 100%. I wasn't feeling well enough. Again, I wasn't sick. I just wasn't feeling right. I just felt, like, really out of it. And then today, I was going to put it off again. No joke. I was actually thinking, like, I don't know, like, maybe around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I was, like, thinking, do I really want to get to this and everything? It's like, I'm like thinking in my head all of these reasons to put it off, and it's like, but then it's like maybe a half an hour later, I start to think about like the past episodes and all. It's like, no, I want to continue doing this. I want to continue reacting to this. This is amazing. This is a great show, and it's like, yeah, it lived up to that once again. I don't know. I think the reason I was trying to put it off again today is because the other show I was going to react to, as I mentioned earlier, the other show I was going to react to today, the episode isn't, like, out on Kiss Anime yet. And it's like, oh, it's supposed to be out today. Where is it? And I guess it was just, like, kind of, not really draining my energy, but just, like, it disappointed me that it wasn't out yet. I couldn't download it, so, yeah. I was just a little upset because of that, and that was probably what was causing my little bit of disinterest in recording. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got to this. And don't worry, this isn't going to be another case of what happened with Ancient Magus' Bride, where I love the show, but just feel like I'd do better watching it on my own. No, I want to react to this. Like, I really want to react. I think this is a phenomenal show for reactions. I would love to see other people react to it. Seriously, though, I legitimately think this is a fantastic show to react to specifically, just because of the specific content it has within it. all the different monster designs, the different situations and everything. It just so leads to a reaction, you know? Um, but yeah, this was another great set of episodes. I can't wait to see where the next set takes us. And we're definitely starting to put the pieces together of this group uh, and what their goal is and everything. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm loving this. Tell me what you thought of these 3 episodes in the comments below, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through